Hi, and welcome back to Wicked Wands Tarot. My name's Carmen, and today we have a reading that I believe is somebody stuck in a certain, like, karmic cycle or level of the game, if you will. We've got wealthy man and family room in the reverse. So I feel like for the majority of you, we're dealing with a masculine energy that is self sufficient and kind of walled off. So this would be somebody who maybe struggles with their family dynamic or somebody who's avoiding a serious connection with other individuals. And I have a channeled song for you guys, which is TLC Waterfalls. Hopefully, you guys know that song. Kind of dating myself here, but one of the best songs from the 90s, in my opinion. And in particular, the part that says, I know you're going to have it your way or nothing at all, but I think you're moving too fast. So there's a sense here that somebody's not stopping to think about the situation and missing out on a blessing that maybe they aren't expecting, because sometimes we get a little bit too particular in terms of what we consider blessings, and at other times blessings can surprise us, right? Hi there, Kevin. How are you doing? Let's call in spirit with a little bit of wind chime time. I hope you're having a wonderful day so far. Let's see what we've got. I think we'll go with the situations deck, and then we'll dive into the tarot. What else do we have? I've been listening like in my head to that song all morning, you guys, and like even saw the little like dancing that they do in the music video. So it's no surprise that we have a card with water in it. We could be dealing with water signs here, which would be Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, but mostly I feel like we're dealing with emotion, right? That's what water is in the tarot. So we've got family. Remember commenting already with the family room in the reverse that there could be something here in terms of drama or discord within a family unit. Yeah, so family comes out, and then we have lockdown or discord. Hello there, mountain girl. I've missed you. I thought of you as I made my post, hoping that people would be able to catch me this morning. I don't even know if you saw my post, but yeah, I gave people a little heads up that it was going to be about waterfalls. All right, and then we have come together or reconciliation in the reverse, and insatiable, unquenchable. Okay, so I feel like kind of we have like a bit of an exaggeration or like a broader view now in terms of the initial feelings I had. Like somebody here is struggling with the the family dynamic so much so that it has kind of turned them sour on the relationship element. Now, this could be a really good friendship or a romantic relationship, right? Dang, well, I tried. So we have somebody that is with this insatiable or unquenchable, somebody that I feel like is like doing whatever they can to get lots of dopamine, kind of like the shallow way or the easy way. Sorry, that sounds a little bit judgy, but really what I'm saying is this is somebody who tries to enjoy life at the surface level, and therefore I equate that to somebody who, when they're pursuing happiness, it's that kind of like shallow happiness, right? The kind that you can, let's say, buy, you know, um, getting drunk for a night with friends that you don't really trust, that kind of thing. So we have escapade in the reverse. I'm mostly drawn to the word adventure in the reverse. So there's something here about someone feeling much more safe when they are like blocked from other people. So if people get too close, then it's just something that makes them feel like someone will actually see who they are. So I definitely feel like we're dealing with somebody that has like hidden insecurities. If you were to see this person on the street or run into them at the coffee shop, you would believe this person probably thinks a little bit too highly of themselves. And then we have ascension. And I just heard, you gonna learn today. Sorry. Love me some Kevin Hart. So this feels a little bit like the movie The Family Man, I think is what it is, with Nicolas Cage. Just the idea that somebody gets kind of like sidelined and has to look at themselves in the mirror, right? And take a look at the decisions they've been making in their life, what's working out for them and what's not, and maybe why they have the fears that they have. So I do feel like there was some level of parents being overly judgy or controlling, and perhaps even like meddlesome or downright like authoritarian, right? So this person really doesn't like to have anybody that can tell them what to do. All right, let's get a little bit more information. Since we have ascension, I feel like we have to just forgive me here. Take a sideline of our own here instead of going right to the tarot. The voyage of the soul has a lot to do with the voyage of the soul. Weird. So it's aptly named. And I feel like it would be helpful. So we have polarity, contrast, resistance, that's the one, pull, yin and yang, and magnetic. So somebody is, it's like half of me is being pulled towards the better version of myself, and half of me is being pulled back to who I used to be or who I desperately want to like stay as because there's a level of comfort there, right? Hello there, Miss Patricia. How are you? Oh, no, that's all right. I'm glad you're able to stop by. We've got polarity and flow. Under flow, we have breath, effortless, glide, easy, and calm. And I don't know why I feel like kind of chuckling. It's like, this is an appropriate analogy because it has to do with water. I'm like picturing somebody at a water park who has had maybe a turbulent ride down a water slide, but then like clings to the last like 5% of it because they've had such a difficult time, but they're just staying in the situation that they don't like. Whereas if they just release, they would like come out the other end of the slide into the pool and everything would be fine and they could start to recover. We have somebody who is like clinging to the last shred of their superficial life because it feels comfortable for them, because it isn't a challenge for them, because there's something that they need to address in terms of how they view connections with other people and how they view themselves. Good morning, Miss Joanna. How are you doing? So, if they were to let go, as it were, they would find things get much easier for them. All right, let's go to the tarot. I think we need the Tattoo Tarot, one of my favorites. And I feel like a couple of you have mentioned it's your favorite as well. It's really hard to choose a favorite, though. Holy crap, you guys. Oh, that was really not graceful. All right, we have, oh my, really? Okay. So we have the Eight of Swords, the Devil in the reverse, and the Nine of Swords. This is somebody who doesn't want to admit that they see things differently. This is like, I've changed inside. I want something different, but I don't feel like I would be accepted if I change. This is somebody who realizes that they are supposed to act on the changes they feel within them. So, for some of you, this person has gained clarity by virtue of distancing themselves from their family. And I think having some measure of like falling in love with themselves or feeling more appreciative of who they are or who they're becoming. Hello there, Miss Christina. How are you doing? So, we've got somebody that was previously blinded by what others wanted them to see, what society wants them to see. Having let go of something that was holding them back, probably a family, but it doesn't have to be. For some of you, this could be that a family um, put this masculine energy in a situation that helped him detox, get away from a bad relationship, get away from an addiction. There's something here about being able to finally see what needed to change and then worrying about the actual implementation of it, how to go about in this new life. This Nine of Swords is like, but won't people just like think I'm an imposter, or won't they see right through me? Um, it kind of like hurts me to hear this, but what I hear is like, I've always been trash. Like, none of you are trash, okay? You all have something special to bring to the world, and I hope that you find that if you haven't already. But there is somebody here who is seeing for once that whoever was trying to control the perception that this person has of themselves, they've gotten distance enough away from this person to rewrite how they see themselves. And I hope you continue on that path because you are right. You are amazing. There is something here you're meant to do. There's something about, I want to know what this insatiable is. Okay. Okay. So this is actually really beautiful. Somebody could, by the way, be questioning whether or not they should reconcile. If you know this energy or these energies have been toxic, I encourage you to continue to do no contact until you have some sort of like legit reason to believe that this energy has changed, because you are in the process of changing. You are in the process of becoming your best self, and you don't want that energy that was previously holding you back to stop your progress, right? Because what I see here is somebody has had a taste of a different life. It's like that movie, The Family Man, where he actually sees what it would have been like if he had gotten together with, I think it was his high school sweetheart, and had lots of babies. Now, I'm not saying that this message is everyone go out and like make lots of babies, but there's something here about denying yourself a connection because of failed connections in the past. And they had some sort of glimpse. Maybe they fell in love. Maybe they saw a really healthy family unit. Whatever it was, this person with the judgment card, they have a new appreciation or insight into what they're missing out on by avoiding the deeper connections. With the Ace of Wands underneath the adventure in the reverse, I see a couple of different messages. Number one, there is something changing in terms of how this person defines what safe is like, or what like happy feels like. In other words, where they may have felt like keeping things surface level was safe, now they're seeing an appreciation for being able to trust somebody and having that sense of security because you go home to somebody, right? As opposed to, I feel like there's a little bit less fun or a little bit less adventure in being a bit of a playboy or a F boy, right? Like somebody is seeing the the reason why people like to be in long-term relationships. Six of Cups. This is somebody that they have already had some pretty good memories with. And this could be somebody who is inspiring the ascension here. So this could mean that somebody just tripped and fell in love. And the person that they fell in love with is one of those like earth angels, that could be you, that helps to, just kind of like nudge people like, hey, you're doing it wrong. I love you, but you're doing it wrong. Just there you go. And so this person got to see maybe what unconditional love feels like. And this has had an impact. So we have the Seven of Swords and the Seven of Pentacles in the reverse. I love the balance of that. This is somebody realizing that keeping things superficial or avoiding deep connections with other people basically is a form of lying to oneself or creating a facade, right? Wearing a mask, and doesn't bear any fruit and expects to get, it's like coming across as like cherry picking, right? Like, I want all of the good stuff and none of the bad stuff. And I feel like this person is realizing if I want to experience true happiness, I have to also be willing to experience the risk that comes with loss. Um, this is why I shouldn't watch shows that are like not completely out there yet. I want to reference 1883, but I don't want to ruin anything for anyone. So all I'll say is there are situations in life where, you might think of the saying, it's better to have loved and lost than never to have loved at all. And maybe some people disagree with that. I am the kind of person that believes you've got to be in control of your boundaries and aware of who you let into your energy. But falling in love is generally a beautiful thing. You just have to accept that there's no guarantee on how much time, right? Like, appreciate what you get with that person and don't put all of your happiness eggs in that basket, which maybe sounds a little bit like untrusting or pessimistic, but there's a way to appreciate these things while understanding there's a risk there, right? And I feel like this person has finally realized I've been trying to avoid all of this risk or pain, but I didn't realize that there was a different pain I would experience by not being open to the love that people want to offer me. King of Cups in the reverse. Somebody who is uncomfortable with communicating emotions. Somebody who probably has to kind of watch what they say or what they allow themselves because they are so focused on these walls that they've built around themselves. We have the Queen of Swords in the reverse and the Seven of Wands. So that's why I know we're talking about somebody who goes to great lengths to protect themselves from some sort of actual connection with somebody. Again, this could be pertaining to self-esteem issues or insecurities, just like maybe even a fear of abandonment because there have been issues in the past where this person felt like they were not special, not appreciated. The Seven of Cups is coming off to me more so as like this person doesn't feel there's a reason someone would love them, which is really like sad to say. There's always a reason to love somebody. We just have to always be committed to trying to be a better person tomorrow than we were today, right? And I feel like in particular, this person has had to deny themselves certain forms of happiness in order to realize just how bad they want them. It's like, I'm on a diet. I can't have any donuts. I really want donuts. You know what I mean? So we have 77 and 77 on either side here. So that could be important to you. That's kind of weird. All right, let's switch to another deck. I think we're going to go with the Untold Messages of the Heart. Get a little bit of those thoughts that this person is so scared to share. I wish I could. And Ghost. I won't stay for very long. I'm sorry. Kind of sums it up, doesn't it? This person doesn't know how to establish that long-term connection, but they're thinking about it. So for some of you, this is a heads up that this person is not ready. They still need to figure out how to address some of the healing that is required in order to understand that longevity of a relationship. And for others of you, this is saying this person is working on that because it is their fantasy right now. So let's see what else we get. I'm unavailable. This is quite the reading, you guys. We have Taken and Ring. So this person could be struggling with the concept of one connection. This feels to me like this person may have found themselves in a living situation or in a relationship because they were specifically trying to avoid a person that they fell hard for. So I don't want to accept the love that I feel for this person. I think the next best thing I could do is just get into like an easy mode relationship, right? Hello there, Nancy. How are you doing? Happy hump day. So even though this person wants to give you the world, they've given it to somebody else, which is, I think, starting to eat away at them. All right, let's use the Beginner's Tarot. And one thing I would point out is, because I told you guys we could have a bit of a split here, right? Who's healed, who's healing. We do have Ascension here. So that is a good sign. That does mean that the majority of you are dealing with somebody who is working on what they need to, right? So we have the Devil and the King of Pentacles. Interesting, because we also had the Devil come out in the reverse. So this is like a resurgence of something that someone thought that they had been able to address or that they had seen for what it was. This could mean going to a relationship that the family that was toxic wanted for them, going back to a relationship that was toxic. There's something here about being loyal to something that is not loyal back, or to someone who's not loyal back. Yeah, this person may feel like they owe their family diligence or, commitment. If you tell me what to do, I'll do it. And it's a difficult thing for this person to shake whatever this is, whatever this influence is. It could be for some of you a group of friends, but I do feel like for many of you, there is some association here with this person's mental state being what it is because of the family showing them this is the way, or, like Queen Elizabeth I seemed averse to getting married because she watched her father, you know, dispose of 4 wives, I think it was, and then die for the 5th one. Well, I guess she would have seen what happened with, what the fuck is her name? Catherine of Aragon, right? I think that's what it was. Anyways, feel free to correct me on my history lesson below. We have the Fool in the reverse. This person, likely a masculine, is figuring out that they have acted foolishly because they were trying to avoid a love situation, because they can't stop thinking about this person. This 9 of Swords is like sleeplessness, and it's because there's been a void created that they created. But we have the 6 of Swords here. Somebody is challenged to let down those walls and go for what they really want. But it does require a complete change. Because if you think about the Queen of Swords in the reverse energy, this is like dishonest or manipulative or even angry energy. Moving to the 6 of Swords, this is somebody who has to change, right? They have to understand what they're letting go of. And I feel like that absence makes the heart grow fonder saying applies here. Okay. So 4 of Wands in the reverse, King of Wands. This masculine energy is changing. They're concerned because there will be turbulence, there will be fighting or things that happen that he might not be prepared for. But this King of Wands is ready for the battle. The King of Wands is a warrior. This is somebody who has gotten through some pretty difficult situations already. Yes, that is absolutely true, Christina. That would have been the first one, right? Because I think Catherine of Aragon lived in a cold castle for a very long time. I can't remember which one died first. And that's just like slow death. Yeah. You should just be happy for that last Catherine. I think it was Catherine Parr. Yeah, good for you, lady. I think she was about to get like sent to the tower too, so real nice guy. All right. Justice. And Page of Swords. There's a piece of information here that has come to this masculine energy, either via a dream or some sort of intuitive message, maybe even just a conversation with somebody, you know. Oh, I love that you know all this. Yeah, no, I have a small obsession with them because it was like 3 Catherines. Yeah. No, the last Catherine outlived him and then got married to some young dude right afterwards, which was, I believe, Thomas Seymour. And then they were like in trouble for trying to get the teenage Elizabeth in their bed. Oh, Lordy. Yeah. Fun times. So, Page of Swords. There's a curiosity now. This masculine energy has realized, I got to do something. I got to make this right because the person that I actually care deeply for thinks that I'm just a user, right? What are the lyrics in the song title? I know you're just going to have it your way or nothing at all, right? This is not somebody who compromises. This is not somebody who is viewed as compassionate, right? This is kind of a lonely existence. The Magician in the reverse. That's not very nice energy, you guys. We've got the Magician in the reverse and the Fool in the reverse. Somebody who was like intentionally choosing the wrong things, maybe even knowing what crazy stuff they were choosing over a life that would actually make them happy. But it also could mean that we have somebody involved in the toxic family or ex realm that was trying to keep this person stuck, purposefully trying to keep them where they were, possibly for money reasons. We have the High Priestess clarifying the Six of Swords. Somebody's intuition saved the day. Queen of Swords. I love this because now we have the Queen of Swords in the upright, whereas we just had the Queen of Swords in the reverse. This implies somebody is finally listening to their intuition. I know what I could do differently, or I know what I could do better, and I know I owe somebody an apology, or I know that I could live my life more authentically. The King of Wands is somebody who knows how to do that, right? But we have a hiccup here. There's been a delay. With the Six of Wands in the reverse, I don't normally see it that way, but that's the word I'm drawn to on here. We've got somebody who feels like they've taken too long to have this very important conversation with the Queen of Pentacles, which would be somebody who the King of Wands views as like wifey material, a love interest. All right, let's go to... let's get a few from the Angel Romance. calling in your soulmate. Your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. Wedding. Remember, we got the word ring from the Untold Messages of the Heart. What's up, Hambo? Let go of control issues. Allow the situation to unfold naturally. Forgiving and learning. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. All right, let's close it out with the Everyday Tarot. What else do we have? The Lovers. I'm going to take that as soulmate energy since we just had the calling in your soulmate card. We have the Six of Pentacles in the reverse, Page of Pentacles, Page of Cups. So there's somebody here who feels a little bit sheepish, a little bit immature. They know that in the past they made a decision that was pretty immature. They see now why they did what they did, and they know that it's unfair. With the Six of Pentacles in the reverse, you see that scale. We have somebody that knows they have their work cut out for them as far as fixing a situation, and if they want a new beginning or if they want to talk to you again, there's going to have to be an apology, right? Hi there, Ben. How are you doing? Yep. Oh, goodness, Christina, we're going to have to talk about the Tudor dynasty now. Maybe I should make another channel for that. All right, what else do we have? Ace of Cups in the reverse, the Emperor, the Chariot in the reverse, and the Two of Swords. Again, this is somebody who knows they denied love and it stopped them in their tracks. They have a decision now. Like, even if we just look, I wish I could show you all four of these without looking like a total knob, but we've got the Ace of Cups in the reverse and the Emperor. He's looking right at that denial, right at that rejection, like as if he can't get over what happened in the past. And then because he's so focused on what happened in the past and what he denied himself, we have the Chariot in the reverse saying, I'm not able to move forward because I basically can't get over what I ruined for myself, what I sabotaged for myself. Still looking in the past with the Two of Swords. So there is a decision. But I also feel like this Two of Swords with the arms crossed in front is indicative of this person just not wanting to let anybody in, right? Like crossing themselves, like I'm the only comfort I give myself. We have the Moon and the Six of Cups in the reverse. Somebody was wearing a mask or hiding their true feels and trying to live as a former version of themselves, right? The idea of the water slide, like I'm trying so hard to hold on to this thing that I don't like anymore because I'm terrified of what lies ahead when like everything's done if I just let go, right? We have Strength in the reverse and Temperance in the reverse. So this person has been getting a lot of intuitive messages that just kind of like rub it in their face. Like, what are you doing? Remember this card, Mental Prison? This person feels trapped by their own decisions because they know they have clarity now on why they made this decision and why they were a bit of a punk about it, right? All right, I lied. We're getting one more out. The Miniature Rider, wait. It's too adorable to say no to. All right, tell me more about polarity, please. Six of Wands. This person is having resistance or being pulled in different directions because they fear what happens at that next level. Once I'm successful, once I level up, then what do I have to like always be a good person? This person's afraid of the change, Wheel of Fortune, and that they won't be able to consistently do what they need to do to stay in that life or be that person. And you guys, like, we're all human. You can start to be a better person without expecting yourself to be the best person. Like, I have a serious Dr. Pepper problem. I'm trying really hard to like be a healthier person and drink more water, you guys. Kind of suck at it. Just want to drink Dr. Pepper all day. That's like just like obviously a surface level make fun of me kind of example, but there's something here that this person is like, I just like I don't know if I'm ready to do everything, right? Like maybe I can tell someone that I'm in love with them and I can have an open heart, but I'm not ready to move in or I'm not ready to be in an exclusive relationship, you know? Like you can take baby steps as long as you're still moving forward, right? This person has a fear that everything has to change all at once. No, man, you can still drink your Dr. Pepper. Oh, yeah, no, here we go. I should probably get like some sort of like title or recognition for God, what movie was that with Julianne Moore? She wins a like Dr. Pepper Queen for a day. Jelly. All right. I'm not getting paid for anything, just to make that very clear. I just really love it. All right. Queen of Swords. Boundaries. I wish I could. Yeah, this person is working to let down those walls. Yes, I love this. Look at this is somebody who's empowered to make the change that they need to. With the Magician, this is somebody who has the resources, knows what they need to do. So this person is changing. This person is awakening. Eight of Cups. And it looks like they're walking away from that relationship. And it looks like they're walking right towards their Empress. So they know there's something that is, I don't want to say it that way, something that fits the old them better than the new them, right? Something they have to shed, move away from because they want to be the Empress or because they want to be with the Empress. You know, you choose. How does it work for you? But this person sees a higher quality of life as a potential here. Ooh, King of Cups in the reverse on top of the King of Cups in the reverse. But this masculine energy really needs to figure out how to communicate. So just a little bit of advice. Maybe you don't need it. But when I struggle to communicate something that maybe I'm worried about how it'll be received, or maybe I feel like it's just too like blunt, I feel like it helps to frame it up as how you feel, right? Like I literally just did it there. I feel like, as opposed to saying, you treat me like shit, you could say, I feel like sometimes I struggle to feel appreciated around you. Making it about your emotions as opposed to what somebody has done to you, right? There's one clue. But also just the idea of if you don't know how to express yourself, start there. I don't know how to talk through this because I'm not well versed in it. I haven't done it a lot, but I'm trying to be different. I'm trying to open up for you. So it might work better if you ask me questions. It might work better if you have a little bit of patience with me because I need a little bit of time to get used to bearing my soul or letting somebody in. But the important thing is I do want to get there, right? Like I'm working towards that. Um, we can't expect perfection right out of the gate, right? We can have standards, we can have boundaries, we can have deal breakers. But when it comes to communication, you got to have the willingness to put yourself out there, right? So this person's trying to figure that out. Nine of Cups in the reverse. Someone wants to apologize for being emotionally empty or honestly like hurtful and selfish. This is, I think, specifically saying somebody feels bad because there's a sense here that maybe they were just using people for the good stuff and not willing to be around for the other stuff, right? Respectable. Respectable indeed, Miss Christina. Oh my. Okay. Okay. This is good. We've got a desire to take a new path and come clean or be honest, right? No more trickery, no more hiding oneself. So this feels to me like somebody is discarding the mask. Eight of Swords. Three of Swords. This person doesn't know if things can be recovered, if things can be fixed. They don't know how hurt you are. Tell me more about this ring. There are going to be people that don't like this person changing. So, like, I just had a vision of a bunch of dudes wanting to, you know, still be able to play poker every Friday night or something like that. You know, like there's a resistance here, right? Like, well, wait, no, I thought you were always going to be a bachelor, or I always thought you were going to be like kind of like surface level, right? And this person's like, I don't think many people are going to be happy for me that I've changed. So for some of you, this person may want to have kind of a low key event. Especially if there are family problems. I think this person may be concerned that, what was it? I think it was Kill Bill. Uma Thurman's character didn't have anyone on the bride side, you know, like that kind of thing. Like, I don't really want to be reminded of the lack of connections I had previously. I just want to build the new ones, right? Good for you, Christina. I hope you guys appreciate all the humor that she blesses this channel with, because I sure do. That and Miss Joanna with the whole damn clown. We have the Tower clarifying, the Magician in the reverse, and the Page of Swords. So there is a piece of information that brings down the false relationships. So, for example, if somebody had gotten into a relationship because they thought it would be easier or like they wouldn't have to really be themselves with that person, then that's changing, right? They've seen something, they have this clarity, they know that that's an empty relationship or one that won't help them ascend, if we want to use that terminology. And then everything changes, right? I see things clearly now. I don't want to be in this life. This isn't the life that I'm supposed to be in. I'm supposed to be over there having true happiness because I actually open myself up to love. I'm going to go do that. Because they know somebody lied. So there could be somebody in their family, or it could be the person they were in a relationship with. Somebody lied to this person. And I feel like for the majority of you, somebody lied to this person because they wanted to use them for money. So yes, I adore you. Yes, I love you. I'm like, you know, your boo. But like, I'm also still banging Freddie over here. You know, like there's something like, because this person sought out a relationship that wasn't a deep connection, they found a relationship that wasn't a deep connection. So there wasn't that loyalty that they were hoping they would have. Same, Christina. All right, you guys, I think I'm going to leave it there. I hope you enjoyed the reading and that you have a wonderful rest of your day. I will be back shortly with some shorts. Shortly with shorts. Bye, guys.